Using a VA loan to buy a home? Hello, my name is Sandy Hodkin and I'm a real estate agent here in Cocoa Beach with Remax Aerospace. Today we're going to talk about VA loans. Who is eligible? How does it work? And so to answer a lot of our questions, I have invited Jared Harlem from Angel Oaks Mortgage Company, and he specializes in VA loans, and he's going to help us answer a lot of our questions today. So I have Jared from Angel Oak. He's going to talk and help us through the VA process. So a lot of the questions that we get asked are going to be between the two of us, and he's going to answer them. But first of all, Jared's going to talk a little bit about himself. We're giving him 5 seconds, just so you know.
Hi, I'm Jared Harlan. I'm with Angel Oak Home Loans. I help families finance their dream homes while streamlining the process for my referral partners.
All right, so our first question that I get asked all the time is who can use a VA loan?
Anybody who's an active duty in the military or maybe is retired from the military can use a VA loan.
So you've just said that I have to be active, but I don't have to be active. I can be retired as well, right?
Yes.
So we can.
Yes.
So anybody who has any affiliation with the VA military can be part of the program.
Yeah, and even spouse. If your husband, heaven forbid, passes away and you served in the military, you would be able to use VA benefit as long as you have to go through the proper steps for it.
Okay, so there are some guidelines to using the VA. So we get asked, what is COE?
COE is just an abbreviation for Certificate of Eligibility. Your lender should be able to pull their COE, and when they pull the COE, it's going to say if you have a funding fee on there or if you're eligible to go for a VA financing.
Okay, so you mentioned a funding fee. What is that?
Funding fee is something that is implemented by the VA. If you're active duty, there's different tiers of percentages of which the VA funding fee is. And a lot of times the VA funding fee is rolled into the loan amount. So for an example, it's 2022 and they've changed the funding fees for VA. I think if first time use, off the top of my head, I think it's 3.6% of the loan amount. That set loan amount is rolled into the loan so that the veteran is financing it into the loan.
So you mentioned the VA funding fee. So from my recollection, my husband has now used his VA loan 3 times to buy a house. I know that when he first started, he paid a small amount, and then as each case went on, you pay a little bit more. But in my husband's case, he's actually a disabled veteran, and so we actually didn't pay the funding fee at all. So Jared, can you explain a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so the funding fee, that's something we get. The lender pulls the Certificate of Eligibility, the COE for short. A lot of times it'll say if you're exempt from the funding fee or if you have a funding fee. A lot of times active duty, or all the time active duty if you're active duty, you will have a VA funding fee, which is in turn rolled into the loan amount. There's a table chart for 2022 for veterans and active military as far as what the funding fee is for. So let's say, for example, you wanted to purchase a home and you wanted to go through the VA, the lender would pull the COE, and the COE, of course, if you're active duty, would show that you have a funding fee. So if it's the first time you've used it, then the funding fee would be 2.3% of the loan amount, and that fee is rolled into the loan. Now, in your husband's case, when we pull the COE for him, he's going to come up as exempt from the funding fee.
So as you know, the VA have lots of little benefits that they allow you to have, and a lot of them is because it's a zero down. But in many cases now, because of the market being so strong, we are encouraging veterans to actually put down a little bit so that they become more favorable to the seller. But is that necessary?
No, actually, if you are able to go as a VA loan, you do not necessarily have to put down a down payment. But going back to the funding fee that we discussed, VA does allow you to get a discount, percentage of discounts based on how much you put down. So for instance, if you've used your VA before and you want to use it again, it's called a subsequent use. But you get a discount if you decide to use it. You put 5% down on the loan, then you're able to get a little bit of a discount on the VA funding fee as well.
Another big question I get asked a lot is, can I use my VA in investment property? And there are guidelines and rules about that, and Jared is here to explain them to us.
Yeah, so the initial purchase, right? You're going to go and purchase and you want to use your VA benefit, right? So it's a primary residence only purchase. However, if you, let's say you're moving and you already have a VA loan and you are wanting to purchase another home as a primary residence, you are able to use that VA loan again. And that's what we use to calculate the second tier entitlement for VA loans. But let's say that you are purchasing your home for the first time and you want to purchase maybe a duplex or a triplex or quadplex, right? Your intentions are maybe to live in one of the units in the duplex or the triplex, and then maybe rent out the other sides to offset your payments and everything, right? So as long as you're purchasing with the intention to move into the property, what you do with it after is on you.
So what happens if, say, I buy a duplex and I've only lived there 9 months and I rented out the other side? Now I'm deployed. So then what happens?
Well, you still have your VA loan, and if you get deployed, you're able to, if you decide to rent out that unit, then that's an option for you.
So I can rent out the side that I was living in?
Yes, okay. Yes. No one's really going to police that I know of. You will be signing something at closing saying that you intend on occupying the property within 60 days from closing.
And there is no minimum amount of time that you have to live in that property?
Not that I know.
Okay, all right. So in years gone by, the VA decided that there was only a certain amount of money that you can borrow under the VA program. That is not necessarily the case anymore, and now we don't have a top limit, correct?
Yeah, the loan limit is what you're referring to.
Right.
So like in Brevard County right now, the conforming loan limit, there, even on the conforming loans, the conventional loans, there is a loan limit. I believe it's 647,200, something like that.
Yes.
So VA usually follows that same guideline as a conventional loan limit. In recent changes, VA has decided to say, no, you know what? There is loan limit for VA. Typically, if you go over that loan limit, then you as a veteran would have to put a subsequent amount of money down based on whatever dollar amount you go over the conforming loan limit. You have to bring basically 25 cents to the dollar. VA took that away. Instead, they've changed their tiers for their VA funding fee.
Now basically there are no limits. That's what you're saying. You're just saying there's no limits. So
if you wanted to come to Brevard County, buy a house in Cocoa Beach, and it's $800,000, you do not have to put any money down on that $800,000, assuming this is, we're not doing a second tier entitlement so that you have only one VA loan, basically.
So, you do have to qualify in the same way that everybody else qualifies. So you have to show that you are able to pay back the loan, and you have to be able to show that your loan to debt ratio is still in good favor. So guys, I'm going to post on the end of the video all Jared's information, and I'm going to put a few little graphs just to show what the different rates are, and if you put down money, because you don't have to put down money, but if you do, then you will reduce your loan ratio and your funding fee and that type of thing. So, if you have some extra money, then you put them down. I want to say thank you to Jared for coming in today.
If you ever want to talk about the options for obtaining VA loans, you can always talk with your lender. You can decide to put more money down later or no money down at all. Just have them run the numbers for you so that you're completely clear with your decision making on your own.
So thank you for watching, and if you would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, email me, text me, whatever, and I will help you find the home using your VA loan. Thank you for watching.